Hey Geo Posters, today I'm going to be reviewing a game, and that game is this game. And in case you are either blind or have been living under a rock for the last 9 months, this game is Grand Theft Auto V. It is an amazing game and I really love talking about it. So I was like, I'm going to talk about this on GB Posters, and GB Posters was like, you do that, and I was like, yeah. Okay, so GTA V is the 5th installment, obviously, in the GTA franchise. It is a third-person free world game, which is based in the fictional city of Los Santos, of which I have a map right here. Nerd. Los Santos is based on LA, if you didn't already know that. But it is a fictional city, so it's not completely LA. The game starts off in campaign mode, where you have to do a first mission, which you can't avoid, you have to do it, and then you get into the free world part, which involves you robbing a bank, and you're playing as a guy called Michael and a couple of his accomplices. I think Trevor is one of them, but I could be wrong. I think it's Trevor. And it's basically to get used to all the controls and give you a bit of a backstory to what happens, because the actual main part of the game is based a few years away from that. And you have 3 playable characters. You have Franklin, who you start off as. He's kind of living in some bungalow thing with his aunt, and you start off by doing stuff with him, and then you get to be able to be Michael, who lives in Vinewood, which is kind of like Hollywood, but you know, the GTA version. He has all his money because he was a bank robber, as you find out from the first mission, and he's really cool. And then you get to be Trevor, who has his own freaking airstrip, which is, you can't see it in the viewfinder, but it's up here, it's like above the city. And he's really cool, and it's really awesome. I mentioned the soundtrack in Portal because I love soundtracks, as I've said that before, and the soundtrack in GTA is no freaking exception. I just dropped my headphones. The soundtrack in GTA is no exception. It's really cool because you have the regular soundtrack, which you have over your missions and the opening screen. I don't know if it's the same on Xbox. It probably is something similar, but on PS3, when you hover over the game you want to play in the PlayStation menu, it has like kind of like a title card. And the music they play with that, it's got like the girl on her phone in the bikini. The art is like freaking incredible, and it plays this like bassy thing, and that's really cool. And then there's like all the songs that they play over your missions, and I nearly swore then, and I still don't know if I'm allowed to do that on this channel. And then you also have, I don't remember how many radio stations it is, but you have a wide selection of radio stations, so that when you're in a vehicle or whatever, you can choose what music you want to listen to. I was listening to, I think it's called Soul Wave FM or Soul Wax FM or something, and that's where they play all the jamming electro beats. It's really good. I really like the gameplay of this game. Before I bought this at the beginning of the year, so I didn't get it when it first came out at the end of last year, and I'd never played GTA before. I'd watched one of my stepbrothers play GTA 3 or 4 a long time ago, but I was just sort of like, you know, I liked Crash Bandicoot. I wasn't interested in shooters, but I was so impressed. I really love it. The controls are pretty easy, and I feel like, considering that at the moment I'm only playing one other like proper shooter, but that's a first person, I'm not doing too bad in it. So you have story mode, and obviously it's a free world game, so you can choose to do side missions. Like there's this really cool one, once you unlock Michael as a character, there's a side mission where some guy is selling like weed, and Michael takes some, and you have to kill all the hallucination aliens. It's really cool. So obviously not something that you'd expect in the middle of some American city, but it's just a really cool side mission. And then the main story missions, like, oh, I'm not going to ruin it, but there are some really cool story missions, and they're often bigger. You've got the heists, you've got all sorts. It's really good, and you can choose which character you want to play as. You can flip between characters. You can even play as Franklin's dog Chop. So, you know, not only do you have story mode, you also have online mode. So provided that you have Xbox Live, or if you just have a PS3, as long as you've got an internet connection, because PS3 users don't have to pay. As long as you can access the internet through your console, you can go on GTA Online, which is really cool. You can play with loads of other people, you can have your own crew. I'm a loner, so I don't have a crew as of yet. but I want one at some point. It's kind of like the other one, but you're your own character. You build your own character, you can get lots of money, you can buy an apartment, you can do heists, you can do missions, you can do races, you can do it with other random people from around the world, or you can do it with your friends. And GTA Online is really fun, and so sometimes I'll just be in the mood to play GTA Online, or sometimes I'll be in the mood to play the story mode. Like, it really depends. But I really love it. I got this game for £32, because obviously I didn't get it when it first came out. It is violent, it has got bad language, there's a lot of, not only is there swearing, there's a lot of like racial slurs and stuff. Be aware when you're playing it, if you haven't played this before, like, I would completely recommend this game. I keep saying to my friends, especially Katie, freaking get get GTA. GTA 5 is so good, and they're bringing out the next gen version of GTA 5. If you have a PS4 or an Xbox One, you'll be able to buy it for that. They're also bringing it out for PC, so if you're not a 360 user or a PS3 user, then soon it will be available to you. And if you don't have a 360 or a PS3, but you do have some of the other consoles, make sure you buy it, because it's so good. It's so good. I really like it. I'm a big fan. Video games. So, I've been Geo. This has been GB Posters talking about GTA 5. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get this game. I hope if you already have this game, you go and play it now because you realise that it's been 5 minutes since you last turned it off and you need to play it again.